Every weirdest superpower in The Boys Explained. Popclaw. Real name Charlotte used to be a small-time superhero who dreamed of making it big like the Seven. She got her powers from Compound V, the same drug Vought gives to make superheroes. It gave her super strength, sharp claws, and fast reflexes. She joined a lower-level team called Teenage Kicks, which was full of stupid costumes, heroes, and drug-fueled scandals. When the team fell apart, Popclaw's career did too. Her boyfriend A-Train got famous by joining the Seven, and she got forgotten. That's when her life went downhill fast. She started using Compound Vi like a drug to feel good again. It made her stronger for a while, but it also made her addicted. She wanted fame back so badly, she told A-Train to take their relationship public. But nah, he denied. One day, while she was high and have oral sex with her landlord, thing got really messy. When he was performing oral sex on her cat, she lost control of her strength and crushed his head with her cat. Huey and MM found out about it and used the video to blackmail her, asking where Compound V came from. When A-Train found out she told them, he forgave her. What a kind man. Just kidding. He killed her by injecting a massive overdose of Compound V. WebWeaver. Like most heroes, he got his ability from Compound V. It gave him the power to shoot organic webbing that's super sticky and super strong, kind of like the Spider-Man theme. But his webs don't come from his hands, they come from his ass. His power worked perfectly fine, but every time he used his web, he have to bend down and shot web from his ass. Public totally hate it. Instead of a friendly neighborhood WebWeaver, he became a meme. So, Vought quietly bumped him off the big rosters and sent him to low-level patrols where no one cared. WebWeaver isn't evil. WebWeaver developed a serious heroin addiction, and his life was already falling apart, but he got goldmine of secrets. So Billy Butcher promised WebWeaver more drugs in exchange for inside info about other heroes, and WebWeaver gave him everything. He leaked Vought's secrets, scandals, and even exposed Firecracker's old statutory rape charges.
You and your little Bieber edging in the back of your RAV4 in the car park of Book of the Devil.
But Homelander know that. Love Sausage. Love Sausage was one of Vought's early Russian experiments with Compound V. They wanted to create their own super soldier, but instead, they made a man with a power no one asked for. A big banana power, it can be extendable, and nearly indestructible banana that he could use like a whip or a weapon. Imagine if you decided to use this thing as a weapon in your superhero adventure, then you'd be throwing the most sensitive part of your body at the bad guys. But it was powerful enough to knock out MM. He was once a hero in Russia. When Vought pulled out of the country and stopped supporting him, his life completely fell apart and addicted into alcohol and depression. Eventually, Vought sent him to Sage Grove Center, a secret mental facility for unstable soups. When a fight broke out, he survived that chaos and later showed up again at Herogasm and The Boys Season 4. AcidMan. AcidMan was one of the early test subjects for the Compound V. His ability to vomit acid, a corrosive chemical strong enough to melt through metal and human flesh in seconds, which is a bit cruel power. Vought quickly realized he was unmarketable, so they locked him away in Sage Grove Center. When the boys broke into Sage Grove with lamplighter, Vought's test subjects were released to attack them, and AcidMan came crashing into the room before it could attack them. Kimiko rushed in and shoved him down. She stomped hard on his stomach, forcing him to puke again. Kinda ironic you can vomit acid and immune acid from inside, but not from the outside. The whole ability. Definitely useless. Zoe Neuman. Unlike most heroes, Zoe didn't need a Compound V to get powers. She was born naturally with superpower, but Zoe can burst out deadly tentacles from her mouth. Her tentacles are strong enough to tear people apart in seconds, but Zoe herself isn't that powerful physically. But she is bulletproof. It's similar to the alien cat Goose from Captain Marvel, except this version is way more bloodier. She's the daughter of Victoria Neuman, the congresswoman who secretly has superpowers and works under Vought. Victoria hides it from everyone because she wants Zoe to have a normal life. After years of working under Vought and pretending to be the perfect congresswoman, Victoria Neuman finally realizes she's trapped. Homelander knows her secret, controls her every move, and threatens to take her daughter Zoe if she ever steps out of line. So, she asks Huey to help her and her daughter escape somewhere far from Vought's reach. Huey tries to help them, but Butcher ignores Huey's plan and tries to kill them. Zoe unleashed her tentacles to defend her mom, but Butcher easily knocks her out with the power of Compound V, right after Butcher ripping Victoria in half right in front of her. Zoe is heartbroken and taken away to the Red River Institute. MindStorm. MindStorm, aka Daniel MindStorm, was member of Payback. MindStorm can read mind and has the terrifying ability to lock anyone he wants in a looping version of the worst parts of their lives. They appear to be in a coma-like state on the outside, but they're stuck reliving their past until they eventually starve or dehydrate to the point of death. He only needs a split second of eye contact to use that power, and he is really powerful. During his time on the Payback, MindStorm and his teammates were habitually abused by Soldier Boy, so all grew to resent him, except Gunpowder. In 1984, Vought sent Payback to Nicaragua to help the CIA during Operation Charlie, basically a test run to see if Superhero could work in the military. But the team had already had enough of Soldier Boy's abuse. Black Noir made a secret deal with Stan Edgar to get rid of him, and together they planned to hand Soldier Boy over to the Russians. Noir told every member of Payback, but kept Gunpowder out of it since he was too loyal. When the camp was attacked, MindStorm used his abilities to distract Soldier Boy long enough for Countess to knock him out with gas, allowing the Russians to capture him. After that, Payback disbanded, and the team went their separate ways. MindStorm became a magic performer at the Planet Vought Casino and Resort in Las Vegas. Eventually, MindStorm heard everyone thought and become mentally breakdown. He hid in the forest to stay away from society. By the time Butcher and Soldier Boy tracked him down, he was terrified to see Soldier Boy again. Before the fight, MindStorm used his power on Butcher, trapping him in a deep hallucination, but it didn't last long. Soldier Boy caught up and beat MindStorm senseless and forced him to reveal the truth, that Soldier Boy is Homelander's biological father. The second that secret was out, Soldier Boy killed MindStorm's head off on the spot.
Subscribe, please.